We have an NHL trade to discuss. The Habs have picked up goaltender Andrew the Hamburglar Hammond. What does this mean for the team, and what role will he play? We'll discuss that coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have an NHL trade to discuss here today between the Montreal Canadiens and the Minnesota Wild. The Minnesota Wild have traded veteran goaltender Andrew Hammond to the Montreal Canadiens in exchange for 26-year-old prospect Brandon Baddock. Now, Baddock has only played one NHL game that occurred earlier this season. Originally drafted by the New Jersey Devils, but in the Habs organization for the past couple of seasons. At this point, it's hard to say with any kind of certainty that he projects to be an NHL player. It doesn't look like he would be. So he'll actually be, a body to help their American Hockey League team in Iowa, where the Habs were desperate for goaltending help due to the vast amount of injuries, and they really can't leave Cayden Primeau get a shelling every single game like he's been getting here lately. I think it's 5 out of the last 6 games the starting goaltender has been pulled between Primeau and Montembeault. They have been not having a pleasant experience between the pipes, letting in way too many goals. The team in front of them, of course, is largely responsible for that as well. Carey Price is yet to play this year. We don't really know yet, as he indicated in his press availability a while back these next couple of weeks. So probably the next week or so, week to 10 days, we should have a better idea on whether or not Price is going to be able to play this year, but there's no timetable, no definite possibility or anything like that we know. Jake Allen's been hurt for some time. He's not going to be back for a while. You got Primeau, you got Montembeault, McNiven, I believe, is hurt as well. Like, they're just battled with injuries here, and they need to get Cayden Primeau back to the minors so he can rebuild his confidence. This is not the kind of experience you really want for your young goaltender that you see as possibly and likely being your goalie of the future if the development continues as planned here. So they need to get him out of there. That's the best scenario for him. I mean, obviously, when teams are bottoming out or rebuilding, there's more opportunities for the young players, which is great in a sense, but some environments for certain players and positions are just not really the greatest. Like for the young forwards trying to regain their form and play a bigger role, like Cole Caulfield, makes a lot of sense to leave him with the big club. They regain his confidence in that regard, but defensively and goaltending, it's just a little bit tougher right now. So certainly this doesn't make sense to keep Primeau there. So Hammond can come in. He's only signed for the rest of this year on a 2-way league minimum contract. Of course, most of you probably remember Andrew the Hamburglar Hammond being most famous for that crazy run he went on with the Ottawa Senators. I believe that would be, 6 years ago now. It was the 15 playoffs where Craig Anderson was out injured, and it was the Hamburglar went on this ridiculous run. He played, I believe it was 24 or 25 games and allowed them to get in the playoffs. He went on a crazy run those last, I think it was probably 28 to 30 games, and he played the bulk of them. Eventually, he ran out of steam and into the playoffs because he played so much. But, I mean, at that point, Hammond was still in his late 20s. Looked like he might be a late bloomer. He got like a 3-year contract extension after that season. The following year wasn't too bad. He still played with the same amount of games, but then started to fall off. So I don't know if it's fair to call him a one-hit wonder, but his, the longevity just never really seemed to be at the NHL. He kind of was short-lived, but it was a great run and something he'll always be remembered for the most part. He's been an American Hockey League goaltender, and a real good one at that. He's put up some real solid numbers, played with the Wild organization in the last couple of years in Iowa. And right now the Wild have a bit of a crowded crease in their minors program, so it kind of makes sense that they could afford to let somebody go. He's a veteran guy, not really somebody who's going to be a part of their future at the NHL level, so it makes sense that Montreal could pick him up for the rest of the season, and we'll see where it goes from there. I don't know what his future holds. He's currently 34. I'm not sure what his desire will be to continue on playing beyond the season, or what he'll want to do, or what Montreal will want to do. A lot of question marks right now between the pipes when it comes to the Habs. We don't know where that's going, but this is kind of like just somebody to come in and take the pressure off the kids just for a little while. Gives him an opportunity to play at the NHL level, and maybe if he plays well enough, it'll help him get his next contract. So it could be a win-win for all the goalies here involved. Let's just hope that he can come in, stabilize things a bit, and stay healthy for the rest of the season. That's what this team really needs the most. And that's it. I mean, not a big trade, but it could have a big impact because of the prospects here like Primo getting some relief, which is badly needed at this point. So let me know your thoughts on this trade down in the comments. We'll discuss further. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and stick around. We will definitely be back later with another video recapping all the latest news and rumors from around the NHL. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.